everyone, and welcome back to another video. In just a couple of weeks' time, my dad is returning to the land, woohoo, with all of his machinery to help us start clearing it, ready for the diggers, the dumpers, and everything else to come on site and actually start this build. If you've been watching our journey for the past 10 months or so, you will have seen that my dad came and he did the most incredible job putting up fencing, clearing everything, getting us all ready. But we have experienced a few delays when it comes to starting this build, but right now we are inching ever closer to actually getting started. We've had a lovely spring here so far, and spring has definitely sprung. We've got wild poppies in the field, we've got the apples starting to come through on the trees, and it's all very exciting, but the grass is super long, so we've got quite a few weeks of clearing ahead of us before the diggers and everything else can get started.
So before my father-in-law comes to clear all of this overgrown mess, I've been trying to keep on top of it myself so that Rupert can actually use this field. We had it ploughed and seeded not that long ago.
Nope.
And now it is completely overgrown. Megan doesn't actually know this yet, but I got a bit creative when cutting the field. Can you guess what it was? No? Go on, one guess.
One guess. Is it a
It was a I'm a guy, I had to.
That's just
I had
so
to do it.
Moving swiftly on, in this week's video, we take to the skies as we bring you along with us to explore the gorgeous Georgian town of Stamford. We also head to the local skate park to test out a new piece of tech, the HOVERAir X1 Pro Max, which the kids can now fly on their own without any help. They are very much putting me to shame. Let's get on with the vlog!
Long story short, I've broken my shoulder blade.
I'm now really into poo.
What do we think this one is?
I think this is hair, like a large rabbit.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know that there's a ton of deer poo down there, which is a little bit bigger.
We actually had deer
brown.
in the field not that long ago. In this area right here.
They're coming right up to the house at the moment.
This fence does nothing.
No, they just hop right over.
Hop over that.
Very sadly, one got stuck in the fence and it didn't make it. But yeah, I love my poo. I need to get one of those little kids' books. Oh, it's like, whose poo is this?
That's a soundbite. I love my poo.
I love my poo. What other poo do we have? Chicken poo.
Chicken poo. Chicken poo's back!
Chicken poo is back! Come on, let's go meet them.
If you haven't watched our recent videos, you would not know that we've lost some chickens. A fox came and took, how many did we have at the time? 5?
Yeah.
5 chickens, but we have some new ones. So Megan's gonna do the honours.
No, they don't like me yet.
I don't think, they don't like any of us.
Hi, girls.
Hello. Just watch, they'll just scatter.
Hi.
Ready, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, you just having a bite to eat?
The brown ones are definitely not as scared.
But we're working on it. They all need names.
They do. I think we are going to stick with Marmalade and Pickles.
Yes.
We love those names, so they're the dark ones.
Yeah, we didn't use those names enough. They arrived and
Yeah.
then they left.
They're only here for a couple of weeks, weren't they?
Oh, it was so sad.
I know.
But the white ones need naming.
Comment down below. This week, like most weeks, we headed down to Stamford. And a little fun fact for you, it has over 600 listed buildings. That's one of the highest concentrations in the country and one of the many reasons why Stamford is so beautiful and well worth a visit. I was heading up to the skate park to hopefully find someone to track with my new drone. So the difference between this drone and a lot of other drones is that you don't need a controller for this. Pull it out of your pocket, just to prove that it does fit in your pocket. There you go. Pull it out, open it up. It's currently on bird's eye.
16 feet, bird eye.
It sees you, no controller at all. This is really strange for me because I've flown drones since I was about 12, always with something in my hand. This one films in 8K and has over 15 auto flight modes pre-programmed into the drone. That's cycle mode, ski mode, dolly track, bird's eye view, and it can track you up to 26 miles per hour and bursts of 37. And when it comes to the end of the selected program, you just stick your hand out and it lands.
How easy is that? It's also automatically started recording, turn the recording off. On here you can just select
360 spin. Hover. Zoom out.
Right, let's try zoom out. We're going to get it to go across and then it will come back. That's the police. Are they coming for me? Of course they're not. This is actually under 250 grams.
Being under that weight is great because it means it benefits from some of the more relaxed drone regulations compared to the larger drones.
Switching batteries is super simple as well. Pull it out, stick it in the charging block. Next one. There you go. Ready to fly again. You can get a controller for it. I haven't got one of those, but I have got my phone and you can connect straight to your phone and fly it from here. So we're going to take off, try and fly around the town a little bit, show you Stamford, which is absolutely stunning. This area, a lot of people sort of joke that it's the Cotswolds. It's very much like the Cotswolds. So if you're from America, you would have heard of the Cotswolds. This is the Cotswolds. Not as expensive, but we are getting a Nobu, which is quite exciting.
If I'm being honest, I don't really know what a Nobu is, but I've been told it's apparently going to be really good for the area. Right, come on, let's cut some grass.
So I'm not really sure what shape I'm going to go for. I'm just kind of wiggling through, but it's cutting. I spoke too soon. Something smoking.
So it turned out to be just a load of grass stuck underneath. So the next day I went out to finish my masterpiece. So what did I draw? Well, it was of course a giant microphone. A tribute to the singing videos that started this whole crazy journey. If your mind went somewhere else, well that's on you, not me.
So I've just come out into our back garden just to check that the chickens were in. And I heard some rustling. I can see.
Look at all those deer. What are you guys doing?
Jamie's parents came to visit before heading off on a 2-week trip, which worked out rather well because it meant we could borrow his dad's electric strimmer. Jamie's been trying his best to keep on top of the garden while we wait for the build to start, mostly because the whole reason we moved here was to give the kids freedom to run around outdoors and enjoy the countryside, or in Rupert's case, to begin some very serious sports day training. As it turns out, Jamie's giant microphone mown into the field made the perfect running track, and the HOVERair did a brilliant job of following him as he put in the yards.
And while there's always plenty to keep us busy on the land, we still managed to find time to get out and explore the most beautiful part of this country. So we headed off to visit the famous Hambleton Bakery, home to what might just be the world's best sourdough, and a visit to the stunning Hambleton Peninsula.
So we are pumping up the tyre for our bike ride, going round Rutland Water.
Are you both going in there? Yeah.
So I have a triathlon in 2 weeks' time, and the last time I rode this bike was for the same triathlon 12 months ago. I still have my race numbers on.
Oh, the Dam Buster Triathlon.
Yeah, it's the Rutland Water Triathlon. It's a really good one. I haven't trained well for it at all, but it's only a sprint distance. I say only a sprint. It's only a sprint distance.
Still, what, 5 kilometre run, 22 kilometre bike?
20 kilometre bike.
And what's the swim? 750
750
metres. Right, should we go for a little ride?
So yeah, let's see if I can
No,
still.
I'm running halfway.
Let's see if I can still ride a bike with my feet clipped in.
Oh gosh.
Because it's all well and good just getting back on a bike after a long time.
I need to get out.
You need to be
That's
able to
clipped in.
unclip your feet at some point. What can you see, Pops?
You say, excuse me, coming through.
Good running routes,
Thank
keep it
you.
going.
We thought this was going to be the perfect place for Megan to train, but it didn't go to plan.
Right, this was what the practice was for. Twist your legs. It's your heel. Twist your heel out. There we go.
It's this one that's quite stiff. I was moving it and
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Brush yourself down. Just practice going along.
So this is the gorgeous village of Hambleton, and right in the middle there, that is Hambleton Hall, our next stop.
Right, we're going up the hill. This is a steep one. I thought we were going to blast past her. Look at those legs go. Kids, you are so heavy. That was a steep one. So this village is so beautiful.
I don't know if it was harder for me or you on the electric.
Mummy's too fast! Go, Mummy, go! Whoa, look how beautiful this is, Roops. Poppy, please don't. Beautiful. They got croquet mallets. Where's their croquet pitch? That must be it. They have a croquet pitch. So if you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen I've posted a couple times that I've been at A&E. I mentioned it in last week's video that I've hurt my shoulder, and I just thought I'll explain the whole story really quickly, then we can move on from it so I don't need to be posting, because we keep on getting questions on Instagram because I'm really bad. I post a picture and then I don't follow up with it. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, we went to a friend's house and we rode some motorbikes. I stupidly fell off, not going very fast. I pulled the front brake, slipped, went down, hit my head really hard and my shoulder. I don't think I knocked myself out, but I was very close. Went to the hospital in Peterborough and ended up getting an X-ray. After 6 hours, they then said, nothing's wrong, you haven't broken anything. I didn't think that was correct because I was in a lot of pain. A few weeks later, I decided to get an MRI scan because it still wasn't right. And I thought, let's just get a scan. You can pay for them. I paid for it online. It was about £320. Next day scan in Nottingham. A few days later, I got my results back from my MRI scan. They called me up and they said, you are going straight to A&E. I was like, oh, okay, what's wrong? They said, well, we can't advise you over the phone because you're not medical, but you've got your reports. We are telling you have to go to A&E. So I got my report, had a look. I've actually broken my scapula. So my shoulder blade is broken. I'd strained a load of the ligaments or soft tissue around my shoulder. So that's why I thought I had snapped or torn my rotator cuff. I haven't. I've actually broken a bone. There's multiple fractures. The pieces are close. So I think they are completely, completely broken, but they're still in the right place. I've got movement kind of back. Going backwards that way is sore, but I'm now 4 weeks on from the accident. I call it an accident. It was kind of a fall. Maybe I'm just getting old and I don't bounce as well as I used to. So yeah, that is the story. I'm over it now. Hopefully you won't hear me talking about it any longer, although you'll probably hear me wincing because it is still painful and I can't sleep very well. Stop moaning.
Thank you everyone for watching another video. Jamie's just told me I need to put a bra on.
If I get closer up, then you're all good. It's not even cold.
The wind's picked up,
It's not cold out. It's not cold out.
If you're not already subscribed, please do hit the notification bell. And you can also head over to Instagram where we keep you updated on all of our crazy antics during the week over there too. But yeah, thank you very much and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.